Hi guys, Johnny Good here for Real Home Studio today, taking a look at Kimafun's brand new IEM wireless system, the KM-G150-3. And just before we dive straight in, I want to remind you guys to please like, subscribe, and if you've got something to say, then please do drop it in the comments box below. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when getting the Kimafun system out of this very handy supplied carry case is quite how small these things are, which is really convenient actually if you're working on the fly, which is pretty much what I think this wireless system is aimed at, very much with its wireless and battery capabilities aimed at performers maybe who are potentially working outside a lot, working with mobile battery powered amplification. Supplied in the case along with your receiver and transmitter, you also receive your USB charging cable as well as a nice set of IEM style earpieces too. And along with those you also get a couple of different adapter leads, a range of ear tips, and also a couple of different screw-in adapters too. That's worth taking note of. So these are the screw-in style. So once you've gone from this mini jack into the 1/4 inch, you won't be able to pull them out easily. So as I mentioned earlier, the Kimafun system doesn't run off the mains, rather it runs off a USB charge. It takes about 2 hours to charge the system, and that'll give you around 5 or 6 hours of IEM wireless monitoring. Now this might switch you on or switch you off depending on your needs. If you want something perhaps for a more professional band, you're going to probably want to rely on a mains connection. You wouldn't want to run the risk of this potentially running out on you. But if that isn't an option, perhaps you are performing, in the middle of a field for a wedding, or you're performing remotely, or you're indeed working remotely and you need to monitor something. I'm thinking maybe if you're on a camera shoot or a video shoot, or indeed maybe if you're busking and you want to be able to monitor your sound better, then this cheap and very effective system might really interest you. So something I actually really like about this Kimafun system, even though it's kind of inexpensive, is that it's also really, really straightforward and easy to use. And I think some IEM systems can really suffer from becoming a bit too overcomplicated for their own good. So you've got 6 channels to choose from, and they move in color as you go along the system. And if you're not hooked up with the receiver and the transmitter, then they'll begin to blink. So until then you go back onto the same channel again, then the colors will become solid. And you've got more colors on the battery indicator as well, with green corresponding to 100%, and you go through a couple of blues and red when you're down into the last 25%, which begins to blink when you're getting close to the end. Again, it all does look like a bit like a Christmas decoration, but it is all very clearly laid out and simple to use. On the side of the receiver, you've got volume up and down knobs, which is kind of handy, which you can operate from, when it's on your belt clip quickly and easily. That moves in 2 decibel increments. And on both the receiver and the transmitter, you've got on and off switches on the side. And in terms of range with the Kimafun system, you're looking around 20 meters. I tried it out around the house and it was working just fine. I would imagine, this is not aimed for people that are going to be playing Wembley. This is very much for if you're working quite close to your device. So maybe you might be, again, I'm thinking performing at a wedding, working with a camera, doing a shoot, that kind of stuff. So you're going to be pretty close to the device anyway. And 20 meters is pretty decent distance for most jobs that I would be using it for. So yes, it's very lightweight, yes, it's a bit plasticky, and some might find its looks a little bit gimmicky, but it works, and it's a very small, discreet system, so it's very easy if, carrying stuff is of a premium. It's great it comes with this small little carry case too. So for an inexpensive IEM system, which doesn't require mains electricity, if you're out on the fly and you want something that's going to be charged up on your USB, then this system's really worth taking a look at. Again, if you want something a bit more serious, if you're working with a band, or indeed you want something a bit more reliable that's going to be plugged in for a longer term, that you don't have to worry about charging before every gig, then maybe this isn't the unit for you. But that's not really who or what this system's aiming at. I think it's a very inexpensive solution if you want some wireless monitoring on the fly. I hope you found that video useful today. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe. Most importantly, have yourself a great day.